Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Maximuss Trades back with another video today. Today's episode 8 of the $150 to $1,000 trading challenge on the live account. So as you can see, the live account balance is at $290, and I know we were at $350 before. We ended up losing $60 because I was on vacation for the last 10 days, and a little bit before that we were trading really emotionally. I shouldn't have traded on vacation, but we ended up trading on vacation, and it was pretty rough. It was emotional. I was out of my mind space. I was out of my comfort zone. And that is ultimately why we lost this money, and I just want to put that behind us. We weren't locked in. It was just a bad kind of experience overall. Not the vacation. The vacation was good. I'm just talking about the trading part of it. So today was the first day. It's Monday. It's December 29th. We're back on it. We're back on our grind here. So today we went break even. They're really annoying, but basically, as you can see, I took 2 trades on the NQ and ES. So I basically hopped on and I saw this 4-hour trend here. We took out these big highs on ES, and ES was the leading indicator. I mean, the one I took the index I took the first trade on. We had this big 4-hour bearish SMT, which was really strong, and then I was observing the market. We dumped right before market open. We ended up reversing all the way up. As you can see, there's no really entries I could have took on this up move, but yeah, I was looking at this short move here. So on this short move, we had this big down leg on ES, and this is where I looked for my entries. So just once again, we had a 4-hour SMT, bearish, nothing crazy on the 1 hour, just kind of the same what we saw here. And then we had the 5-minute leg up, which you can enter off of, but then we're looking for shorts on the leg down. So something I want to point out is this 5-minute SMT. So as you can see, we closed above all these London highs here. London highs were closed above on on NQ, but back on ES we can see we did not close above these London highs. Something I want to point out that's really interesting with SMTs or smart money trading divergences, they're just discrepancies in two. SMTs are just discrepancies within two very similar indexes. So you have like GBP USD or CAD USD. Those are really two similar forex pairs. So their chart, you can look at the charts; they'll be really similar, and you have the same with ES and NQ. As you can see, the charts look very similar in their structure. But we have a discrepancy where we have NQ closing above this high, we have ES closing below this high. That represents an SMT. But so anyway, that's just what SMT is for you guys who didn't know. But something I want to point out here is SMTs. Normally, in what I've learned, in my personal opinions about trading, is the higher the time frame the SMT is, the stronger it is. And we already had a 4-hour time, 4-hour time from SMT. Something that's interesting is we had this 5-minute SMT. But you can also see it on the 30-minute, where ES was, on the 15-minute, sorry, where ES did not was just above these highs, but on NQ we had to close above these highs on the 15-minute, right? So as we kind of had that layer effect with the S&T, which has made it even more strongly bearish. But on ES, as you can see, we had this fat value gap, which didn't really appease me for the entry, and we didn't really have an equilibrium retrace up here. Same thing with ES, like we didn't really have any equilibrium retrace of this candle here, which is the first bearish candle after our SMT, which is our model. So we have to wait for this little ES to inverse this gap, and then ultimately come down, make a retest of this equilibrium candle right here, and then we ended up entering after our 1-minute confirmation. We entered. It was really choppy. We did end up getting our leg down, but we got TP edged brutally. I went break even before, and another annoying thing about this move was there's no partials to take. There's no, within this whole leg down, there was no partials I could have took, and there was literally no draws, which is really annoying. But sometimes it's just the way it goes. But overall, model was right, strategy was right. And the same thing I want to point out in NQ was we took this trade here. It was a 1-to-1, but again, really close to TP. As you can see, you got TP edged here, same kind of exact thing. We inversed this gap. 1-minute confirmation, equilibrium retrace, the SMT was there, the 5-minute for value gap over here. This huge one got inversed, so it's kind of the same exact trade. And something I want to point out with my model is you guys normally see me take huge 1 to 7 trades with partials in it, but sometimes that doesn't work always in my model. Sometimes my model gives me trades like this, a 1 to 7, or even a 1-to-1 or to risk ratio. So I really just take what my model gives me. In this case, since we didn't have that many draws of liquidity to the sell side, which we could have targeted for longer trades, we had to make do with what we had, and which is ultimately kind of a big reason on why We did not end up taking profit today. We went break even. So I feel like one of the weaknesses of this model has a lot of strengths, but a weakness to point out is it's not really good in the scalping sense. Where if you don't have a lot of draws, it's not really great. Like, but again, this trade I don't really think there's anything to do with the model. We just got TP edged, as you can see, like TP edge crazy there. NQ is even crazier with this TP edge. Like I see how you could have took part. Like I don't really. Some of you might make an argument take partials at this low here, but like I mean at that point I think most traders just move it here. So I'm not mad about today. We didn't lose any money. We didn't make any money either. But like overall, I think it was a good day because our model was right. Our discretion was right. It was good to kind of get back and shave the rust off after a vacation. But hoping we can lock in on this over the next couple weeks until I have to go back to school. But overall, not too bad. Not too shabby of a trading day. But anyway, that's episode 8 of the $150 to $1,000 trading challenge, and hopefully we lock in. We do this challenge within a month or so. That's my goal, and we can we'll catch you guys in the next episode. That's Maximuss Trades out.